to do this video manually in terms of like a manual upload, because as I was doing my live stream, uh, everything got cut off. It started glitching because, again, um, I'm waking up a lot of stuff about what's been going on with me and what's been happening behind the scenes and in subliminal sense. And so I am calling it out. And so I'm just going to manually redo the whole video. But as you can see on your screen, I was live. I was covering the topic: are we not supposed to be teaching Tut language? And obviously, uh, I was calling out a video that was just done by Tariq Nasheed, insinuating that we should, not insinuating, blatantly stating that we should not teach Tut language because it's sacred. And the reason why Bruce Lee was killed by his own people was because he was teaching a form of martial arts that was sacred, and so that's why. And he drew that parallel to Tut language, and insinuating that we must not teach that. He didn't even insinuate it; he just said it out loud. And so the reason why I am doing a video on this is because um, there has been a lot of subliminal shots thrown between me and Tariq Nasheed in a covert manner that the average Black American is not aware of. Again, there is a Masonic language or in code that people use and speak to one another, and that only those in the know can pick up on. And so this happens in a covert manner via on YouTube. It can be through writing, but it happens a lot. Like we always talk about like esoteric codes and a way to get a message out to someone in covert manner and whatnot. And so that was done once again. In terms of Tariq Nasheed sending a subliminal shot, I throw subliminal shots at Tariq, but I am more direct. Sometimes I lash out publicly. It is what it is. But he definitely throws subliminal shots. And this video that he did, I'll share it actually. Let's see, where is it at? Oh, I had. Let me just pull it up because I was actually just like on on StreamYard, just actually streaming this live, and it just literally cut off. And so here, I'll play it again. This dude literally insinuates that we should not, that the murder of Bruce Lee was because he decided to teach something that was sacred to his community, and that's why they got at him. And then stated that we should not teach Tut language. Now, Tariq Nasheed knows who I am. Tariq Nasheed invited me to his Dallas event to teach Tut language precisely. And obviously, I didn't do the event, but I find it strange that 2 years later, well, is it less than 2 years, that all of a sudden we're not supposed to teach Tut language. But you had your team reach out to me to teach Tut language. So now we're not supposed to teach Tut language. It's supposed to be so sacred. And the reason why Bruce Lee was killed was because he was teaching something that was sacred. And to me, again, I have told you guys, I have been dealing with uh, state surveillance, massive surveillance, all types of targeted harassment. I have been on a watch list for a minute. I didn't know, I didn't become aware of it until 2023, but I've been on a watch list at least since 2016 and possibly even earlier than that. And so I don't take it lightly that someone would insinuate that the death of someone was because they taught something that was sacred in their culture, knowing that I am literally the only person besides Gloria McWellan who has a book on Tut language, books on Tut language. And I am the only person that have a course on Tut language. So here's my book on Tut language. I have 3 books on Tut language. This is for Black Americans. It's not for anyone else. I am not explaining our community. I'm not going to other people saying here's how to teach, here's how to learn Tut. It is clearly says for Black Americans. I also am teaching the only course on Tut language. Now here, again, it says Tut language for Black Americans, which means that it's for Black Americans. The only people that have signed up for this course is Black Americans. Okay. And so I made that very clear. And so let's play the clip though of him insinuating that make well not even so much insinuate. I'm tired of using the word insinuate. Making the a parallel correlation between the death of Bruce Lee teaching something, teaching martial arts to I guess outsiders, and that was the reason for his death, and saying that that was a speculation, and then going into Tut language, knowing that again, I told you guys just in my last video that I did with the Terrence Howard and we're breaking out some esoteric information. I literally stated in that video that uh that someone had like literally just walked into my room, a man, and moved my shit around and then left out. And then I didn't know. And then when I brought it up, then they, it was staged, but they made it seem like it was an accident or whatever. And it was, it was nothing but I have been dealing with like shit like that, like for somebody to just be able to just walk in your space and you don't know, and then they're moving your shit around. That is textbook targeted harassment. But then, oh, it's staged. Oh, it's like it was an accident. They was planning something. They was supposed to be doing, whatever. But I'm telling you, I've been dealing with attempted assassinations. I've been dealing with weird ass shit. And so I don't take it lightly when somebody draws parallel correlations between why somebody else got killed and then say that we're not supposed to be teaching Tut language. And so I want to break that down again. And that live, and you just saw me live doing this video, and then the sound just shut off. So there is some weird shit going on, and so I want to bring attention to it. If even if something was to happen to me, y'all niggas gonna know what happened. Y'all niggas gonna know who did it, and y'all gonna know what happened. It's as simple as that. I have tried to make amends with Tariq Nasheed. I'm not the one. I stopped throwing subliminal shots. I have emailed him. He had emailed me back twice. So I figured, like, okay, we let it go. Bygones be bygones, let it go. But I can't take that lightly because this man knows that I am the only person that has a course on Tut language. He knows that. He knows I am the only person that has books on Tut language for Black Americans, mind you. If he didn't, his team wouldn't have reached out to me to speak at the Dallas event to teach Tut language. To teach Tut language, mind you. Not for anything else. And I have the evidence of that. So why is Tariq Nasheed going live just 14 hours ago stating that we should not teach Tut language? It has to be sacred. It has to be secret. And I'm going to break all that down like I was doing in the other video. I'm going to have to manually upload it. But look at this. Let's just listen to it so you guys hear from yourself. Because you guys have to understand covert military operations and COINTELPRO and how someone can do subliminal undermining of someone else. And so if something is to happen to them, the subliminal message is already out there, is that J.N.S was teaching our sacred Tut language. And so that's what she gets because, oh, this was what happened with, and then make the correlation to what happened with Bruce Lee. Knowing that I have literally told the public that there has been attempted assassinations on my life, that there has been severe COINTELPRO surveillance of all of everything that I do. Like I have literally said that openly. And I have called out certain shit in this community. I've called out certain people. I've called that. So he feels like, I'm going to throw subliminal digs at you. You throw subliminal digs at me. It is what it is. But this is going too far. This is going way too fucking far. On top of, again, like I said, there has been weird shit behind the scenes. Stuff with my bank accounts, stuff, all types of stuff. Now, I know, again, I don't expect the Black community to rally behind me. I know how y'all niggas do. Y'all niggas get set up time and time again from supporting some of the people y'all support in this community. And so y'all at where y'all at. You did the same thing with Jay Morrison. You ate crow on that. You did the same thing with Brother Polite. You ate crow on that. You did the same thing. You're still waiting on certain people to. I mean, come on, it is what it is. And so y'all gonna eat crow for not, for not seeing a play before it happens, for not being able to see shit. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. But for this nigga to sit up there and do that, and I know what this is about, and I know He knows more than what meets the eye, just like I know more than what meets the eye. The public will never know. Like if this could have been squashed and we could have just been like, okay, whatever, like we don't owe the public any explanation for whatever happened, it happened, and then we could have just moved on. But this nigga didn't want to do that. He kept throwing subliminal shots that the average Black American would not have been able to pick up on. And again, plausible deniability, how that works as a covert military operation and gaslighting. It's a technique into which you say something in a very subliminal, covert way, and the other person will know exactly what you're doing. So when they call it out publicly, they have plausible deniability. But this one, again, Tariq Nasheed is not. I mean, he's good at what he does for like the average nigga, as far as how he set up text tone and Nipsey Hussle and what's the other one, Darren Seals and all that. But with me, I'm a whole nother ballpark. So they've been trying to throw chinks to figure out how they're gonna get me out the paint, and they have not been able to successfully do that because of my intellect. Now, I'm not arrogant. I know that I can be touched. I know all of that. I know that they have. I mean, literally, somebody just walked up in my shit, like, look, and moved my shit around and just walked the fuck out, and I didn't even know. I was in the room butt ass naked. And then all of a sudden, oh, it was an accident. It's stage, the stage shit that they do, stage psyop. And so this I don't take lightly. I know the public will try to say, oh, you looking too deeply into it. I am the only person, mind you, I am the only person that has books on Tut language. I am the only person that has a course on Tut language that's teaching Tut language. 2 Black Americans, mind you. So when someone says we should not be teaching Tut language, it is sacred, it is secret, and then insinuate that that's why Bruce Lee was dead, putting a subliminal message out to my community that if something is to happen to me, the first thing she was teaching the Tut language. That was sacred. But I'm gonna break that down too, because if it was so sacred, I shouldn't be able to go on the internet, type in Tut language, and then the fucking Tut language alphabet pops up. If it was so sacred, why the fuck did your team reach out to me to teach Tut language at the Dallas event? So we're not supposed to be teaching it. We're not supposed to be blah blah blah, and we're supposed to be gatekeeping it. I gatekeep our culture. I wrote a book. Look at this book right here. Let's look at it together. I wrote a book. Let's just type in my name. This idea that y'all got about the gatekeeping came from me years ago. I put it in this book right here. This book right here talks about gatekeeping. It's a whole chapter on gatekeeping. Importance of preserving culture and gatekeeping identity and culture. Do you know that the first lecture of this Tut language course is gatekeeping? Literally, the first lecture of this Tut language course that I created for Black Americans is Black American gatekeeping. And so in this book that was published 2 years ago, I have a whole chapter talking about gatekeeping. Alchemy Reservoir of Black Americans, the collective unconscious genealogy and preserving ethnicity. For this fucking numbskull to get on the internet, let's just play the video so y'all can see, because again, y'all gonna try to make it seem like I'm just coming out of nowhere attacking this man out of nowhere, when I know that there are I know there is very much covert operations that have taken place on my life. I know that this nigga is involved behind it. The public don't know shit. Y'all let shit go over y'all motherfucking heads, and that's to be honest, the community is at where it's at because of this type of bullshit. To be honest, y'all y'all can't see nothing to save y'all damn life, and it is what it is. But look at this. Let's just play this. I think it was at this. Let's just see.
Teaching a form of martial arts that he wasn't.
Okay, so look at this.
So us speaking out against white supremacy, we're looked at as troublemakers. You understand? But we do have to hold on to a lot of our stuff. Look, other cultures don't play that game. When you're giving out some of their cultural secrets and some of the things that's supposed to be in their culture. See, that's why a lot of Asians, I want y'all to understand, for a minute, a lot of Asians didn't like Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee was teaching a form of martial arts that they said he wasn't really supposed to be teaching outsiders. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't like that. And some people, there have been rumors saying that might have been what contributed to his death. Those were rumors. Those been rumors that's been around since the 70s. Some of you are older. Y'all have heard those rumors that he was teaching a form of martial arts that he wasn't supposed to be teaching. You understand? They kind of had a bug in the ass about that. No, don't teach people that. No, no, no. You don't do that. That's a kind of a sacred thing. You know? So us gatekeeping and holding certain things sacred, that actually puts more value on things. That's why I like our foundational Black American Tut language. Instinctively, we are gatekeeping that because you're not supposed to teach that to people. And most of us don't. A lot of folks don't know it, but those of us who do know the language, like I can read Tut fluently. I can read that shit fluently. My ancestral memory had me pick up on that real fast. So if somebody gives me a whole book just written,
Okay. So I mean, you guys heard it. You guys heard him say we're not supposed to be teaching Tut language. For one, Tut language can be learned within a fucking day with anybody with a modicum of intelligence. And I'll prove that it's double Dutch. So pretty much you're spelling out the English language through phonetics. The English word through using phonetics. I mean, just that alone is the secret to Tut language. And so we have to break down the context of secret and sacredness and how did it even get out there? Who was the first person to bring it out to the public? But again, that is a subliminal shot. That is a subliminal shot towards me. And then oh, that's why Bruce Lee's death because he was teaching something you're not supposed to be teaching, and then make the correlation between Tut language and um, me, and again, the public is not going to actually say anything about this. Black Americans is not going to say anything about this because they this is a secret society that's working in a certain manner that is looking for a way to take my motherfucking ass out. And if I get lined up, is like how do we undermine this person who has clearly been for her community? I've not made a dime off of this community, even with this Tut language course. I don't really make no money off this Tut language course, and I wasn't even really trying to. Like a lot of the stuff that I've done for Black Americans has been for free. Most even my books has been for free. This book right here. Do you know I'm reading this book, damn near half of the book for free on the internet on my YouTube channel? Literally on my YouTube channel. People just support my stuff just to throw a couple of dollars my way, but all of my shit is just freely available because a lot of the stuff that I've done for this community has been a labor of love. It's literally been a labor of love, and so I know that again, our community is gonna go and ride with what's popular or what's more, what's more mainstream as far as Tariq Nasheed. And so I don't expect anyone to rally behind me. But if something motherfucking happened to my ass, y'all ass is gonna know what the fuck happened as far as the drawdown, as far as the things that I've been saying, uh and calling out certain shit, calling out controlled opposition, calling out a lot of stuff with our community that you guys don't see. Everything I say will come to pass. And so for someone to state blatantly that we should not be teaching Tut language, but at the same time, you had your team reach out to me to teach Tut language in Dallas to Black Americans. And so knowing that I have literally been under surveillance, targeted harassment, all types of attempted two assassination attempts, probably more. I just didn't know about it. As far as like poisonings and stuff that didn't work and all types of bullshit. But for that motherfucker to get up there today and insinuate that we should that Bruce Lee got murked by his own people because he was teaching something sacred that should not have been taught. But in the same breath, have your team reach out to me to teach Tut language, knowing that that's something because we fell out. And so I'm not saying we were close or we had rapport. I'm not trying to say like I act like I know this man or anything like that. It wasn't like that, but he knows who I am. Make no mistake about it. Tariq Nasheed knows who I am. And he knows that I am the only person that has that does teach Tut language to Black Americans, and that I am the only person that has books on Tut language. And so I don't take lightly to this nigga trying to undermine me. I just don't. I don't sit up there and try and draw parallels and try to, it's like it's just fucked up. And so I want to deal with the topic of is tut language something that we should be teaching? And so I'll share this. Tut language came to the forefront. The reason why you niggas know about tut language is because obviously we had the TikTok and the social media, but also Gloria McWellen, and I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but Gloria McWellen was the first person to bring tut language to the forefront, right? I think her name's McWayne, yeah. And so she published the first book on tut language in 1995. She also started this official tut language website that is freely available. You know, even here she speaks tut right, like right here.
Welcome. Waxy Lal Karomami.
Okay. And so she talks about like this was a secret reading method created by Black American slaves. Now, obviously, during anti-literacy laws in the 1800s, this obviously was a secret language. It would be a secret in the 1800s. This would be, at this time it wasn't considered sacred. It was a matter of communication. Okay, and so she decided this. She learned tut from her elders and her parents, but once she realized, that it was a dying language, she decided to start her own little, like a school. Like it wasn't so much a school, but more so like class on Tut language to teach other Black Americans this language. And so we'll prove that. She also published portions of, like the McWellen's book in the American Speech Journal of American Dialect Society, and it's edited and published at Duke University and the San Jose Mercury News. And so she lectures at universities, schools, conventions, discussing the Tut language on television and radio programs. You see it right here. I'm reading it straight from obviously her website. And so it's nationally syndicated newspapers and online archives containing information regarding her continuing language, her continuing Tut language work and research. And so obviously look at this. The Tut language alphabet is just freely available online. This is Tut language right here. If you know this alphabet, you will know Tut language. It is freely available. Anybody can go to this website. So if it's so secret and so sacred, so secret, why is the person that published the first comprehensive book, why is her website still available? Why is the alphabet just is this is published in an American Speech Journal in 1994? What is so secret about this? I mean, and again, the way I teach Tut language, it's only Black Americans signing up for that shit. Ain't nobody buying. The only people that's buying my Tut language books are Black Americans. Okay, even with the course, only Black Americans. But again, what I don't like is it's not so much okay. You feel that honestly, anybody can have a difference of opinion. Someone can say, okay, I don't think you should be teaching Tut language. We should gatekeep it. Okay, fair enough. But to when you go so far as to bring in the death of Bruce Lee, to make a correlation between the death of Bruce Lee and him teaching martial arts, then they felt like that was to be secretive and sacred, and to make that correlation with Tut language, knowing that I am the only person that have courses and books on Tut language in 2024. I don't take that lightly. Because if you notice, people that have been around Tariq Nasheed, like a lot of some people, they don't end up. I mean, come on, Darren Sills, Tex Tone, Nipsey Hussle, dude running shady circles. He's defending P Diddy. He's running in circles with Brother Polite. Look at what Brother Polite situation. He has introduced people that have been scamming for fraud, that has connections to occultists who have ties to the CIA. That we can draw clear parallels. People who have done mortgage fraud, real estate fraud. I mean, like this shit. I don't take this shit lightly. This type of COINTELPRO shit. No way. Not when I told y'all. I'm telling y'all. If y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do it. But y'all motherfuckers gonna know who behind it, and y'all niggas gonna know is who is gonna be on the Black community. This is not gonna fall back just on white supremacy, because that's the smoke screen. That's the smoke screen. And I told that nigga I'm willing to let it go. I had tried to just make amends and be like, look, let's just put that shit behind, because we know this shit is way deeper than what it is. This shit is so much way deeper than the average Black American will ever understand. Black Americans, y'all just walking around with like deers and with fucking headlights on, you know, like so. That's something. It's just certain things that your asses is just not gonna understand. It's just simple as that. As far as even me lashing out, some of the esoteric shit that's behind this, you guys are just never gonna understand. But I know a subliminal dig when I hear one. I know subliminal shots when I hear one. Tariq Nasheed invited me to that Dallas event to teach Tut language. He knows that I'm the only person that teaches the Tut language book and stuff. And so for him to just all of a sudden, oh, we shouldn't be teaching Tut language. We shouldn't be teaching Tut language. Knowing that my situation, and then knowing, and then bringing that correlation with Bruce Lee getting touched, knowing that there have literally been assassination attempts on my life. There have literally been motherfuckers trying to line me up. A lot of surveillance and monitoring, a lot of fuckery with my bank accounts, all types of stuff. And I know who's behind it. I know what's a secret society behind that he belongs to. And so I don't take that shit lightly. If y'all gonna do what the fuck y'all gonna do, y'all go. But like I said, whoever's involved will get handled. So I don't. Again, I'm not expect. I already know that my community will sell. You know, the community will sell you out for a quick buck. Turn the other way. They be in on shit. Like, so I already see the play for what it is. But I'm not about to let no nigga sit up there and try to insinuate when they knock me off. I'm not about to let nobody try to tell my community that the reason why I was knocked off, or insinuated, or subliminal programming, subliminal social engineering, uh that the reason why is because I was teaching something that was sacred to my community, and so, oh, we shouldn't have cared anyways, because again, they don't have nothing on me. They went to my family, told them I was under investigation. They ain't got shit on me. They had something, you know what I mean. So it's like, and then it's also like, how do you discredit this person who's clearly very intelligent, who can draw correlations to shit? I told this man to just drop it. Let's just make amends and move on. And he keeps throwing subliminal digs. He has done multiple things to sabotage behind the scenes that I know about, and so it's annoying, and it's fucked up. This nigga has tried to smooth copy content and not give credit. That gatekeeping shit, I just showed y'all that was literally in a book that I published years ago. There's all this stuff about the gatekeeping, ethnogenesis. That nigga, I mean, come on, he's a high school dropout. He didn't come up with the ethno. That was literally shit we were saying on Clubhouse years ago. And so I was, look, you all bets are off, because I end up fucking dead somewhere. Fine. But y'all niggas is not about to sit up there and run no play about, oh, I was exploiting the culture and whatever, so I got what I got. So we about to prove that Tut language, for one, is not a secret. Anybody can learn it, as far as Black Americans. But technically, if someone really wanted to learn it, all they had to do is just Google it. Because for one, the alphabet is right here. The alphabet is right there. So anybody could technically, if they wanted to go learn it, should go learn it. So why aren't y'all going to gatekeep this and remove this off the internet if it's such a secret? Why are y'all freely giving out Gloria McWellen's PDF for free? Her book, the first book on Tut language, is literally on the internet for free. So if it's so secret and sacred, why are y'all passing it around for free? Why is this alphabet? Look at this. I want to show y'all this. I can just Google. When you Google Tut language, because I'm telling you, these niggas is trying to find a way to knock my ass off. I mean, I'm telling you, they've been trying to get at me for a minute, and I've been ducking and dodging, man. But look at this. Look at this. Somebody just put this up on the internet like that. So what kind of gatekeeping are y'all doing? It's just right there on the internet. Boom, you can learn it right there. If the alphabet is online, you can learn this within a day. A really intelligent person can learn this in a day. Average intelligent person can learn this in a week. So yeah, I mean, some gatekeeping, but to try to make it seem like, okay, here's literally someone just have it translated. Here's a translator, and so me having my Tut language course behind the paywall, is gatekeeping, because only Black Americans know who I am. Only Black Americans, you know, are the ones that supporting it. But here it is. So here's Tut language for. Here's my course right here. Tut language for Black Americans. But listen to this. Let's listen to the source.
Francisco woman has published the first book on what she says
She's on the news talking. She's published the first book on Tut language. This was like decades ago, probably.
is a little-known language developed during slavery. In tonight's Bay Area close-up, Belva Davis has the story of Gloria Milliquane, a woman who has spent years trying to preserve a language she calls Tut.
As foreign a kak tut you tut, fafwal yuin on tut lal yak. Hashi square lolo.
As foreign as the language Gloria McKilway is speaking may sound, it's native to this country.
Mum karai lal. Tut is a language that was created here in America by American slaves. It's a system of reading that was secretly devised at a time when slaves weren't allowed to learn to read. And if they were caught, the punishments were terrible.
In spite of the risk, mothers taught their children.
Okay. So I want y'all to hear this part right here.
The vowels, which is how you do in Tut. Because when you're speaking Tut, you're spelling the exact English word. You're simply spelling it by using its actual phonetic sound.
So,
okay. She said you're actually speaking it by using its phonetic sound. You learn it by you. Let's just rewind what she said one more time, because that's important. Because this is pretty much the secret to Tut language, by the way. Like if you just hear what she just said right here, you're gonna know Tut language. If you know that Tut language is double Dutch, anybody can figure this out. This is not something that. I mean, again, we just Googled Tut language, and all you saw was the alphabet just pop up. That alphabet is Tut language. You could learn it in a day. It's not an ancestral memory. Yes, epigenetics is very real, but it's easier because we already know English language, and because we know the English alphabet, and because we know phonetics. It's not something that is, you know, I would say obscure, because it is sacred and it should be for Black Americans. I will say that all day. The Tut language should be for Black Americans to learn. The Tut language should be for Black Americans to be able to gander upon, ponder upon, communicate with one another. But we do have to teach it somehow, and we do have to learn it somehow amongst each other. But to say that we're not supposed to teach it, how the fuck are if for a language that's a dying language, a language that's dying, a language that Gloria McWillan, who created the first book on Tut language, had to revive by obviously going on news channels, starting her own company to where she could teach Tut language in the 90s, 25 years ago, because it was dying. So even today, to make it seem like the average Black person knows Tut language, or the average Black American is familiar with Tut, they are not. And so we do have to teach Tut language to Black Americans. And so for this, for Tariq Nasheed to go up on his live today and say that, oh, we should not be teaching Tut language, and again, and draw the correlation between Bruce Lee and his death by his own people because they felt like he violated something secret and sacred, and knowing that I am the only person. And again, Masonic language is real. People will send messages to your ass and codes in your ass, and you will not be able to pick up on it unless you are in the know. That was a direct subliminal dig at me. Who else is teaching? Who else has books on Tut language? Nobody else but me and Gloria McWillan. Nobody else but me. Literally, I am the second person in the world to publish a book on Tut language. I am the first person in the world to have a whole university course on Tut language. That is a clear dig. You can't say, oh, that nigga don't know who you is. He don't know who you. He invited me to the Dallas event to teach Tut language, so he does know who I am. Tariq Nasheed knows exactly who the fuck I am. And they've been looking for a covert way to, okay, we have to find a way to do this. The crazy thing not gonna work, the drugs thing not gonna work. I mean, people can think whatever the fuck they gonna want. I don't care. But in terms of my coherence, my analytical ability, my intellect, and again, I'm not arrogant. I know I have a lot to learn. I'm 32 years old. I know I'm very young. I know I'm very inexperienced. But as far as I got caught up in this COINTELPRO shit, and by that I mean I have a target on my back from being in the reparation space, from taking direct digs at the government, from taking direct digs at controlled opposition, um, calling out stuff that I don't think our community should be going through, speaking up for direct cash payments, calling out our black boule. These are things that will get your ass straight murked. Seriously. If you are not under their system, if you're not controlled opposition. And so I got caught up in some shit that was way bigger than me. And, like I said, I do know that there is direct threats in terms of like the stuff that the public will not know about, in terms of the COINTELPRO shit that I have to deal with, the constant surveillance, fucking with my accounts, fucking with my sound, targeted harassment, all that shit. And so to know that somebody I fell out with Tariq Nasheed, as I called him out on some shit. He's an occultist. He was doing the cult shit. I called him out, start doing the cult shit back. Started throwing subliminal shots back, subliminal digs back. The community got mad at me because I guess they want to cover for some nigga that, I mean, you guys have to learn the hard way. You guys have to learn. You guys, whatever. But yeah, I've seen some shit and I called some shit out because it was affecting me. It's not like I just randomly decided to call this nigga out. This nigga is an occultist. He's a warlock. And so when this is how they roll, like the dude got is supporting someone that has um gotten charged with frauding our community in terms of real estate, that has connections to someone that also deals with the dark arts, and that person has been accused, has had connections to the CIA. I can, like, if you guys wanted me to, like, break this stuff down, like, by name, get like, make a map, draw it, like, create a whole map of who's who and who as far as this community shit, as far as what I'm talking about, and make those connections and be like, okay, this person is connected to this person who has a 1 degree separation from somebody that has been accused of, literally, oh man, it's so deep, and I don't even want to go there because I already got a big ass target on my back. Because then it's like that's like waking up a whole nother beast, because the public is not aware, and then part of the public is aware and they just don't give a fuck because I guess they feel like they get some sort of clout or whatever. Um, but I'm not about to. This nigga has copied my content. Don't give me credit. It's fine. It's whatever. It signal boosts the community. But I have asked for mentorship from Tariq Nasheed in 2015. This man knows exactly who I am via email. We have emails going back and forth to one another at least since 2015. We were friends on Facebook, on my old Facebook page. There was messages going back and forth a lot. Um, Again, nothing. You know, I'm not trying to make it seem like we had nothing going on or anything. It was very short messages. Oh, did you see this? Did you hear about what happened with Freddie Gray or something like that? Shit like that. It was nothing deep at all. But this man does know who I am. Knows who I am. And so for this to these subliminal shots. Okay, we throwing subliminal shots. Okay, whatever you. I think I said something that I think I threw a subliminal shot that pissed him off. I really do, and I think he just not letting up. And maybe a overt shot. I mean, back in 2023. But I do think that again, a lot of Black Americans don't know. Maybe they do. There are people that know more than what they will ever admit to, and I'm fine with that. I know y'all got to cover for. This is a secret society. Y'all got to cover for whoever y'all got to cover for, and it is what it is. But something happened to my motherfucking ass. Y'all niggas gonna know it ain't no white supremacy. And y'all not gonna be trying to justify it by saying, oh, I was teaching the Tut language. Like how he tried to say that Bruce Lee got killed because he was teaching something that was sacred. And y'all not about to sit up there because, again, I told y'all somebody just walked up in on my motherfucking, a man walked up in, and then it was a stage thing, and then they made it seem like it was an accident, but somebody just walked up. And so I know I talk about very controversial things that that the public, that the powers that be do not want the public to know. And I do know that there are gatekeepers in this community. And I do know there's controlled opposition in this community that look just like you, that talk just like you. And so, again, I know that is the system against me, and there's people that protects that system, and there's people that took an oath to that system that is against me as well, and they happen to look like me. And I do know that they are looking for a way. How do we get this motherfucker out the paint? You know, um, with full discrediting without martyring this person, because it is a fact that a lot of the stuff that I've done for our community has been for free. I never got anything out of it. Um, I am a big, powerful force behind the thought consciousness of various the delineation movement itself, the reparation space. Because again, I'm a smaller influencer, which means that bigger influencers, they will see that and they will take your shit that they like. Tariq and Nasheed has been doing. He'll take content, take thought, like that gatekeeping stuff I just showed you that was in a book, the ethnogenesis stuff. All that is stuff that was years ago that I had been saying. So he will take it and then signal boost it. And at the time, I didn't care, but then I started realizing, like, no, this is some old sinister ass shit that's going on. And so me calling him out, on things, that terrible content, keeping our community, kind of stagnated in terms of the things we need to really be doing in terms of building our own parallel infrastructure, in terms of really focusing on our political body, things that Black Americans could be doing that he's not doing because he's distracting Black Americans by having you guys focus on arguing back and forth with quote unquote tethers, or these constant, like, I followed this man since I was 19, so I've seen the shift in his content. I've seen shit. I've ignored stuff. I've turned blind eye to stuff that I felt had logical incoherences or logical fallacies, certain even concepts, thoughts, and I just was like, okay, well, let's see, people. I don't just, if I disagree with a person, I'm not just necessarily just going to throw the person away. I'll stick around and see, like, okay, you have to have nuance. But I've seen the shift, and I've seen it, and I was uncomfortable with a lot of things, and a lot of us stayed quiet because either we were at one point cool, or we followed the person, and so we didn't want to really speak out. But a lot has changed. A lot has changed in terms of the productive value, I would say, you know, of where the community is going, of what he's adding to the community. Obviously, a lot of the work is still good work, as far as the microphone check and the things that the rally and whatnot. Um, but don't throw subliminal shots at me. I told you to let that shit go, so let it go. And you're not about to sit up there and dare fix your mouth and try to insinuate that I'm, like, what I'm. Now you have anybody, and the thing is, the reason why I know is because after he did that video 14 hours ago, somebody, and I wish I would have took a screenshot of it because I deleted the comment immediately. Oh, I shouldn't have did that, so I could at least prove that, make the correlation, like, okay, maybe I probably can still find. I probably can, because somebody, after that video was done, do you know that somebody came over to my video? Let's see, I could probably find it. Here we go, right here. Yep, so y'all can actually see. Tariq did his video 14 hours ago. This was 13 hours ago. Why aren't you gatekeeping this language? See how they try? This is a setup. So I want y'all to see this for your own very eyes. Now, I deleted this off of my video. Now look at this. Let's look at it one more time. 14 hours ago. 14 hours ago. He makes the correlation between Bruce Lee getting killed by his own people because they felt that he violated something secret or sacred. And then draws the parallel to the Tut language. Mind you, I know that these people have been trying to kill me. These Masons, like, yeah, they are trying to kill me. He is a Mason. And so I have to put this stuff out there like it, and it's reckless as fuck, and I know. And again, I was willing to keep my mouth shut. I ain't put people on blast. I'm willing to shut up and just let bygones be bygones. Tariq knows that. And so, but this type of shit, like, nah, I'm telling you, motherfuckers have been driving past me, making signals and hand signals and what they, Mason Masonic hand signals on all this shit. So I have to just put this shit out there because I know somebody will be smart enough to study it, to put everything together as far as the shit I've been saying, the shit I've been going through. Particularly, again, it wasn't white. Yeah, white supremacy. Yeah, I know the government put me on a watch list or whatever, Department of Homeland Security or whatever, as a potential, they put me on a watch list because I was speaking out for Black Americans. But again, we have these controlled opposition niggas in our community. that gatekeep for the government, and they are looking for a way to take my ass out. And so this is 14 hours ago. Look at this. Why aren't you gatekeeping this language? Tut language course for Black Americans. I am gatekeeping this language. Only Black. It literally says Tut language for Black Americans. This is 13 hours ago. So somebody watched his video and then came over to it, or it was a setup. You know, a lot of this stuff be a setup, and they hope that you're stupid enough to not, So I want his following to know, and I want those that's monitoring in terms of the satellites and in terms of the secret societies to know that it didn't. I caught it. I'm always catch these plays. I'm one of the smoothest military scientists in the world. I know covert operations. I know psychological operations. I know gaslighting techniques. Um, I know what it looks like, what mobbing looks like, targeted harassment, all that stuff. And so that's what I've been going through. And so I don't take it lightly. When people like Darren Sills got smooth knocked the fuck off, and there was people around him. Who was around him when Darren Sills got knocked the fuck off? Y'all didn't catch it. Who was around when Nipsey Hussle got knocked the fuck off? Y'all didn't catch it. Who was around when Taxstone got arrested? Y'all didn't catch it. Who was around when that shit went down in Jamaica with that biggest sting? Y'all didn't catch it. Why did this nigga bring Brother Polite around us after I told him personally not to put him in that fucking film? Same thing with Jay Morrison. Y'all niggas is grimy ass niggas, and y'all thought y'all was gonna have a nice little sacrifice and run off my energy. I'm not letting it happen. Anything happen to me, I know who the fuck did it. I know who did it, and I know the lineup, and I know it was multiple people. And try to insinuate that I'm crazy, Sir Major, trying to insinuate that, nigga, you going to jail. Y'all sit up there and turn on a righteous one, on a chosen one who was there just to love on that community. I'm here. I have no other intention for the Black American community but to love in my community. I want to see my community thrive. I announced that I was running for president. All this weird shit started popping off. Niggas start running up in my motherfucking shit when I say I'm going to announce for a run for president in 2028. And what's the number one agenda? Obviously, an executive order for Black Americans and getting them their cash payment. And I know people think I'm reckless. This thing that I say, I could feel the fear in other people for the way I talk and the way I say things. I don't have that fear. If y'all gonna do whatever the fuck y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do it. But y'all niggas gonna know y'all not about to murk me, and then I know who behind it, and y'all damn sure not running off my energy. This nigga talking about gatekeeping. I wrote a whole book with a whole chapter. This book right here, literally talking about gatekeeping. Literally talking about gatekeeping. You get nothing for being literally have Claude Anderson on the title. So and so it's very hurtful because again, I've been following Tariq Nasheed since I was 19 years old, and again, they put back a lot of this stuff be honey pots, honey traps, where they and again, people know what's going on. Make no mistake about it. People at the top know what's going on. It's people around the situation that knows what's going on. I have been blacklisted. I have been blackballed, and again, I'm gonna send it master. I don't have to. I don't want to go into that mainstream apparatus under contracts or under oaths or anything like that. So that I'm okay that they not gonna give me no play or no shine because I'm not gonna play ball with them. And that I'm fine with. There are other severe, dire consequences though for fucking with me and for trying to take me out. Like that there's other dire, and so I do think that there's a frustration because they haven't been able to, because again, the truth is stranger than fiction. Black Americans are not ready for the truth. Um, Stuff is right in front of you. You guys are not ready. And so, it is what it is. But I have put a lot of truth out there, and that is irking some people. I have called a lot of things out, and that is irking some people. It is no coincidence. My last video, me talking about that monarch programming and going in like that, breaking down them different monarch programs that they got, and all of a sudden, I see this orchestration. You know, but no, y'all niggas, y'all not about to sit up there and just knock me off the paint and then We don't know what, y'all, it ain't going down like that. But here's the thing. If this language is so secret and so sacred and so, nobody would be able to just go to a fucking website. This is not something from no, I wouldn't be able to just go to no fucking website and just learn the alphabet right there. If you know this alphabet, you will know Tut language. I shouldn't be able to just Google Tut language like we just did earlier. And boom, the alphabet comes out. I didn't put that alphabet out. I did not put the Tut language alphabet out, by the way. It's already been out. Hashi square lolo. It's already been out. It's there. I don't have this I'm not teaching this on YouTube. So so I am gatekeeping this. Why aren't you gatekeeping this language? And so everybody that's involved, and we know who's involved. You Scientologist niggas, all it like y'all are some grimy ass niggas. You can't, I mean, spiritual rank is real. Spiritual rank is real. And so I guess these niggas think they about to just come for me on some subliminal covert a military operation type shit, and then the rest of the community, and then the excuse is because they don't have nothing on me. They have nothing on me. They can't say I scammed the community, I grift the community. They can't say that I did some frauded some real estate, did some mortgage fraud, raised money for shit that I didn't build. They don't have nothing on me. They can't. I haven't hit nobody. I haven't done anything. They can't. They haven't. They have been looking for. They have been trying to set me up. They've been looking for every little thing, and they don't have anything. And so you have to, when you do a covert military operation to discredit someone or to get someone out the paint or to justify the death of that person or the hurt of that person, you have to find any little thing. And so me knowing what's going on behind the scenes, and when I say that this nigga literally sat up there in this video, which we played, and insinuated that the death of Bruce Lee was because he was teaching a form of martial arts, and then draw that to Tut language and say we shouldn't be teaching it. How is Black Americans gonna learn it? What do you mean we shouldn't be teaching it? Why is Gloria McWellen? Why is her site teaching it then? Well, let's actually finish watching her video right here.
Tut became a way for slaves
using its actual phonetic sound. You're spelling the exact Tut, because when you're speaking Tut, you're spelling the exact English word.
Okay. That's the secret right there. How is that? She just literally said this 20 years ago. Anybody that wanted to learn Tut could have learned Tut just from that sentence right there. Y'all do know that, right? Y'all do know that. Watch this.
When you're speaking Tut, you're spelling the exact English word. You're simply spelling it by using its actual phonetic sound.
You're actually spelling it by using its exact phonetic sound. That's Tut language. That's double Dutch. Oh, big secret. Anybody can go and learn it. I'm talking about theoretically. I'm not saying they should. I'm not saying I'm teaching them that. No, I'm not teaching white people how to learn no damn Tut language or Asians or whoever. Tut language is for Black Americans. Absolutely. The first lecture of the Tut language course is on gatekeeping. Of this course right here is literally gatekeeping. Teaching Black Americans, it is for Black Americans. Like, so this was done. Again, you guys don't understand covert military operations. You guys are not military scientists. You can't see a play. I just said, I just shown how he did that video 14 hours ago, and then somebody come to my video and leave a comment 13 hours ago talking about why aren't you gatekeeping this language? And then talking about Bruce Lee and death and all this stuff. Look, whatever y'all niggas gonna do, y'all gonna do. I would tell you that there's severe consequences. Y'all have no idea what is in store for you as a result of turning me in, thinking that you guys have nothing on me. I have done nothing but been there for this community. You have nothing. You can't say I frauded someone. I stole hundreds of thousands from the community. Y'all can't do that shit to me. My shit is, even Alchemy Reservoir is literally on the internet for free. I've given out the Nakhti philosophy for free. The law of gender, half of that book is on the internet for free. to tantra bookers on the internet for free. I've given it's not like I have gotten raked in anything for this community, because I mean, if it's a labor of love. So if someone wants to support it, that's just throwing me a couple of dollars. But if they really want to go and find, okay, well, what's actually in the book? I don't have the money to go get it. They can find that, because that's the thing is, that's where my heart was at. I like to teach. I would honestly do what I'm doing for free, and it has been. I don't sit up at, that's what my heart is, very pure when it comes to this community. And so I know that that the Masons, I know that these people are trying to kill me. I know that for a fact. And so and I do know that they have COINTELPRO on my ass, where they have went and show fake investigation file, dossiers to like people that I know and family and friends, and they all have turned on me. And so they've been looking for a way, and I have been ducking and dodging and moving and shaking, and obviously using I'm a priestess. I don't hide that I'm an esotericist. Just like how Tariq Nasheed is an occultist, we have went to battle in the spiritual realm. He has helped me at times. We have, it's like, it is what it is. But, you know, um, they put him on orders, and he has to, he has to, he has to, do what he has to do, I guess, to keep them off of his back. So if it means chopping up, what type of season the summer solstice is up. The summer solstice is about to be up. So what they do around the summer solstice, they've been trying to get my ass for 3 years now. And so I'm letting the public know I'm calm. I'm not in fear. If they gonna do anything, if they gonna do something, they gonna do it. Um, but I do know that it won't bode well for anybody involved with that. Black, white, whoever. There's no justification. If I can go again, if this language is so hidden, you wouldn't be able to just freely find, or if it's so sacred and you guys are so gatekeeping it so much as you claim, which you're not as Black Americans. And I'm telling you that Black Americans don't want to hear the truth. Why am I able to just go on Google and find the fucking alphabet? Multiple sources, not even from me. Mind you, I am the only person in the world, the second person in the world, to have a book on Tut language for Black American children. And look at here. When you go, what does it say? The Tut language site workbook is for Black American freemen, FBA, ADOS children, and young adults. Right here. Tut language for Black Americans. Who's Tina Turner? There we have what's her name? Madam C.J. Walker. We have some people that look like Black Americans. Maya Angelou, Black American. Gloria McWayne, Black American. Darren Sills, Black American. Me, Black American. And so this is undermining. Tariq Nasheed knows that, I make my money doing, I don't make a lot of money, but, I make some, this is how you guys throw me a couple coins from this Tut language. You guys know good and hell well, you guys want to learn Tut language for free on the internet, you guys can. But when people support this, it's just for them supporting me because they know that they just want to support. They know good and hell well that they can go right on the internet and find this damn alphabet online for free. And I have given a lot away for free for this community. I don't teach Tut language to outsiders. Okay? And so y'all are trying to insinuate that, especially by this comment right here. And this is a setup. I'm just nipping it in the bud because I know it's a setup. And again, we throw subliminal shit at each other that fly over people's heads. Me, I'm just more overt because I'm not initiated in anything. I don't have the experience. I'm 32. This man is like 20 years damn near older than me. So yeah, I could come off reckless and like a hot head. I just put his name in the title. I just call it out. But Tariq Nasheed throws subliminal shots at me. Hella subliminal shots. And then I said, I literally said, let's just stop throwing subliminal shots. Let's just let it go, whatever. Let's just let bygones be bygones. And then it did stop for a while. Then I did throw a dig. And I obviously had pissed him off enough where he goes and and does this video today. Now, if you're going to ask him and say, "Oh, hey, did you, do this? What is she talking about?" It's plausible deniability. Of course, you're going to say no. I mean, he's gonna try to act like he doesn't know who I am. But again, this guy did invite me to that Dallas event to teach Tut language. I just didn't go. I just didn't go to the Dallas event. So this guy knows that I'm the only person that's doing the Tut language. This stuff that he's talking about, ethnogenesis and gatekeeping, he got it from me. It's from this book. This man knows who I am. This man has known who I am for a very long time. There are emails going back to 2015 between me and Tariq Nasheed. That man is so lucky that Facebook page is done, because then it would definitely be like, okay, you do know who that girl is. My Facebook page was under Jenny Nunn. I got a new Facebook page, but my old Facebook page I couldn't get access to. I got locked out of it because I forgot I don't have access to that email. But you guys would clearly say, okay, you were friends. It's not like, okay, she was following you, or like you guys. It said friends on Facebook. And when the stuff would happen with Black Americans like Sandra Bland or something like that, they're just like, oh, did you see it? Look at this article, or here's some research. Oh, look at this. This is an aggregator. Just certain things like that. Nothing inappropriate, nothing sinister, nothing like that. Oh, a happy birthday, or oh, the baby is born or something like that. Oh, congratulations, shit like that. Nothing. No, don't be thinking, don't be insinuating nothing. It ain't nothing outside of that. Um, but that's some grimy ass shit, Tariq. Like you going too far now with this shit. You going too far. I can't trust and I can't trust that it's not a lineup, or you're not trying to line me up, or you're not trying to set up a play. So if something does happen to me, and Black Americans, y'all see shit. Y'all know what went down. Y'all know what went down behind the scenes, and you guys have to keep your oaths and your under secret or whatever. But that's fine. But people know what had happened, and so you guys are waiting, I guess, for that get back. And if you guys are able to carry it out, the excuse or the way to justify it will be, oh, she was teaching our Tut language to. I was teaching Tut language to Black Americans. I want that to be very much known. And again, like I said, you're supposed to be gatekeeping. The person that created the first book on Tut language would not have published this in American Speech Journal in 1994, and the fucking alphabet is freely available online where anybody can learn it. It is not something that is epigenetics. If you know English language, within one day you can learn the Tut language. It's not like, oh, I just ancestrally knew it because it's in. No, it is, like she said, the English word spelled out phonetically. Okay, you guys know the English alphabet, you know the English word, and you know how to spell it phonetically. So all you need is this damn alphabet. Boom, you know Tut language. Now, when our ancestors were slaves, 300 years ago, 250 years ago, 300 years ago, yes, it was a secret. Yes, it was life or death, because anti-literacy laws were passed, and if you were caught communicating or reading and writing, what would happen? And so at that time, it was very, very, very secret. But when our old school Boule class, which is Gloria McWellan, Angela Mai, um, they started even conflating Pig Latin with Tut language. Tut language was a step up above Pig Latin. So most Black Americans, it was easier for them to learn Pig Latin, but like the middle class of Black Americans in the South, they still learned Tut language, and it wasn't like something that was just so sacred and secret. It was just a dying language, and Gloria McWayne decided to put it out there 20 years ago on the fucking internet. She did a whole interview about it. And so I just find it sinister. I mean, this man has copied content of mine, never gave me credit. That's fine. Ideas, done subliminal ass shit. And so I lash out publicly because I'm reckless and young and inexperienced, and I understand that. And that's I've paid my price for that, for being reckless. I've had to learn my lessons. Okay, but I'm not about to turn a blind eye to someone that I know has done some shit. I've been following this man for a long time. I have stopped. You know, I haven't checked in because I can't. To me, I'm a builder, and so I come up with enterprise architecture for Black Americans. I'm about like I like high level shit. I can't sit up there and distract. I hate that content that he's doing where you're just bringing up random ass people on the show the Twitter Spaces and just argue with them about shit that we've been talking about for years, for since 2021. Since 2021. That reparations space hasn't been the same since August 2022, and we know what happened in August 2022. The reparations space, the energy is flat out of it. It's like a tire. Too much infiltration, too much selling out, too much going at the trying to riot off the energy of the people that was really grassroots. You know, and so I guess with me kind of going a different a way, maybe they do feel like you got to get out the paint. My thing is, y'all never welcomed me. Y'all never helped me. I asked for mentorship. I asked for your help, Tariq Nasheed. I have the email to prove that. You can't act like I asked for your help 10 years ago. And y'all niggas blacklisted me, but wanted to low key steal all my ideas, steal all my shit. And you got mad at me because I had called you out in that video that when you said that you wanted to go talk with Trump. And I did say, I got fucking ideas for days that I know that Trump he already adopted two of my ideas just from me putting them out there with the pardoning of Julian Assange, and how I was saying that you need to run your campaign on more of the year of truth or truth and exposure, and then him saying he's going to release certain documents relating to like exposing certain what people would say would be conspiracy theories. Literally that the following 2 days after I put that video out, and so I guess you picked up on you picked up on it and felt some type of way that I was throwing them type of subliminal digs, and it wasn't even really subliminal. And so you decided, okay, you thinking of how to stage this shit, of how to make this look like something justified for whatever happened to me. I just said that a motherfucker just walked up in here, like literally unannounced, moved my shit around and left out, and I was in the room butt naked. And then it was I made it seem like it was an accident, but it was a staged. It was very much staged, covert. I know what that was about. I know exactly what that was about. I was sending a message, and so I guess y'all figure if anything happened to her, oh, you was teaching Tut language, you was teaching our secret language that is freely available on the fucking internet, not by me, by the way, by the first person that wrote the Tut language book, by niggas that's just putting the alphabet just freely out available out there, right here, as you can see. This is literally on Instagram for free. So y'all get mad at me for making a course that teaching Black Americans at Nakhti University. That's for Black Americans. How dare you, treacherous ass niggas, try to come to me and you gonna send people come over here talking about some, why aren't you gatekeeping this language? How the fuck am I not gatekeeping it if it's behind a paywall and if it's say for Black Americans? Then nobody else that signed up for, can't no white person come forward and say I took a Tut language course at Nakhti University, or Asian or Latino, I took a Tut language course at Nakhti University. They can't nobody do that. So why the fuck is this bitch even on my comment section talking about some, why aren't you gatekeeping this language? You see how niggas will move and how people will do you, and how this nigga just smooth lined it up on some Masonic shit that if oh, that's what happened to Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee got killed because that's the same shit he did when he went out there to Jamaica and lined them motherfuckers up to get his sting. How he was all on the internet describing exactly what took place over in Jamaica with that drug sting operation over there. Same thing with the interview with Nipsey Hussle. Then 2 weeks later, nigga dead. Same thing with Darren Sills. Oh, you in contact with Darren Sills? Oh, Darren Sills, the correlation with Eric J. Jenny. Then Darren Sills is dead. Nah, nigga, y'all ain't get you. No, nigga. No, nigga. I gave you a chance. We could have make amends. You couldn't have been too mad. Them niggas that's just trying to throw shade, average Black American or whatever. Y'all and y'all trying to throw shade at me for a nigga that you don't even know. I wrote Tariq since that situation happened in July 2023, and the nigga responded twice. So the nigga can't be too mad. The nigga throw subliminal shot. Just as there's been subliminal shots, there's also been subliminal messages to help each other. There's been subliminal messages that have been for the good. It hasn't always just been Since that has happened, it hasn't been just subliminal messages of just throwing digs. Yes, there was a lot of digs thrown that the average Black American will not pick up on. You guys are not intelligent enough to pick up on that. Some of you are. Some of you are. And you probably still don't really understand because you don't know me. Or you just, I'm not well known. So if he's throwing a subliminal shot and I pick it up and I'm like, okay, let me just throw my subliminal shot back. But I know this nigga's watching me, this nigga's taking ideas and shit, then you guys are not even gonna know that we've been having conversations for months in subliminal covert ways. Just small little shit. Codes. Speaking in code that only certain people will pick up on. And so y'all not gonna try to make it seem like I'm just out and attack this man. Oh, you're just attacking him. Oh, that nigga know that I have wished him nothing but the best. And that he knows that. But for whatever they sent their order. They give him his orders, and he got to do whatever he got to do to keep them off his neck. He got to family. I guess he figured, look, you shit, you cannon fodder because they on my neck, and I gotta serve you up, nigga. And I'm not going out like that. Y'all gonna hear me loud and out until the end. Now my community turns on me, and they can't see a play. They can never see a play. That nigga is 2 degrees separation from a nigga that we know is an occultist that has literally been accused of sacrificing Black women and being involved with the CIA. This nigga is 2 degrees separation from a nigga that does that's into that. And then we know that Tariq is also a warlock and occultist. That's why he come out with root work. The nigga is a very powerful occultist. Okay, they do rituals on me. I felt that shit, and we were in a spiritual. I had to fight that. Y'all don't know what spiritual warfare feels like, probably. Like when you're in a battle with occultists and you didn't ask for it, or someone. We ain't even gonna get into all that. That video is not. I'm not going esoteric on this video because we gotta keep it just, cope and steady. But nah, y'all niggas not about to line me up. And again, I'm not here to put nobody on blast. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all already know. I said what I said. Y'all already know, but y'all just don't care. Y'all know what Tariq Nasheed do is and how he do. Y'all just don't care. And that's fine. But the community is gonna be at where it's at. Y'all gonna be sitting up there to be arguing with tethers and Africans and all this shit. We got to build things for the Black American. Okay, the thing is, if we focus on what we are for and not what we are against, we'll be a lot farther. Anything else is a distraction. Okay, we already talked about the gatekeeping. If we come out with a book about that years ago, we have said that. I've said it on my YouTube channel. I have lectures on that. We talked about this stuff years ago, and so we should be farther a lot along in terms of what we need to be doing for this damn community. And that's why I kind of I lost a lot of steam because I saw the play for what it was. I saw that the reparations trick and pony horse and pony show. I saw the nothing burger that a lot of this stuff was that was going on as far as the psyops and the co-opting of the grassroots movement. Even the delineation movement is turning left because the delineation movement is for us to talk about what we are for as Black Americans. So we are for our food and culture. We are for gatekeeping. We are for collating ethnicity and our history, our Black American music, our Black American soul food, our Black American culture in terms of the idiosyncrasies that we do with it, the way we communicate with one another, our clothing style, our hairstyles. That's what we are for, and we create a camaraderie around that. We create infrastructure around that, whether that be intentional communities, whether that be clubs, whether that be high societies, whether that be organizing, whether that be forming a pack, political pack, getting involved in our politics. That's what we should be doing. That's not for us to take the delineation movement and then get on fucking hate lists and go argue with Africans all day. Oh, you tethers. Oh, you want to be me. Oh, you want to copy it. We already did that. I did that. Now I'm not innocent. I argue. You guys know good and hell well I was tagging those African asses and coming in for years. But we are past that, or we should. And I'm past that. And so I can't project that onto my community. I know our community is male identified, so I know y'all say, "Oh, bitch, you whatever, fuck you." Y'all do whatever y'all want to do, but I know where y'all gonna be at, and I know where it's headed. Now you guys know I do the weekly tarot every week. I've been accurate every fucking week. every fucking week. So you think I don't know what the hell's going on with this community and how it's going to end up? What's going to happen with Tariq Nasheed? You guys don't think Tariq Nasheed? You know yourself. I'm talking to you now, nigga. You know yourself who I am and what I can do and what I know about you and what you can do. Um, Nigga, you can play on my you can play dumb and act like you don't know to the Black Americans and to your following, but nigga, you know, you know. And so I I wanted to back off because I realized this shit was above my pay grade, and I realized, look, I'm not. This shit is way above the average Black American's pay grade. They'll never know. And my thing is, if we make amends, even if we made amends, the public didn't. They didn't need the explanation of what the fuck really happened or what the hell went on. They wouldn't. They don't need to know. And so I'm not even here to explain that. I'm not even here to explain any of that. Because it's above their pay grade. It's above their pay grade. It's as simple as that. But we not like I'm here for my community. So if y'all want to sit up there and find a way to line me up and get me out, I don't know if it's a Prince Hall Mason or whatever Mason, y'all figure, okay, we tired of this bitch. She won't, shut up about the government. She won't shut up about teaching these people about these monarch programs and esoteric sciences. Those are my esoteric sciences. Those are my esoteric sciences. They're not yours. The teachings that I give about the original Atlantean um, chaos intelligence, the esoteric teachings around it that y'all are trying to bury and make very, very, very covert. Um, those are my teachings. Like I can give those teachings out. There is nothing secret. There's nothing that I have done that has been in violation. I am not initiated into any oath or any secret society on this planet. Not on planet Earth. I mean, y'all tried to force it. Y'all try to force me under duress and under restricted access and drugs. I mean, they have tried to force that, but it's illegal. And so I am not a part of y'all shit, and I don't want to be. So if y'all try to figure out a way to knock me out, then do what the fuck I gotta do. But it what has been written has been written, and what I said. The day that it happened and the day that it's successful, mark what look at everything that get crazy from the day that y'all are successful in taking me out. Watch what happens to the people that's involved in it, and watch what happens to this planet, and watch what happens around the world. Watch what happens to this country, to the United States, as a result of taking me out. Watch what happens. I want every Black American to mark. You better track it good. Solar storms, serious mudslides, cracking of Earths, electromagnetic activity of the likes we've never seen, some severe radiation storms that hit this planet, all types of crazy stuff that will happen to this country. Government system shut. I mean, it will go popping because y'all don't know who I am. Tariq Nasheed knows who I am. The average Black, his following doesn't know. He's not going to tell you. So like people like Sir Major and you guys, you will never know how you Sir Major was throwing me under the bus for a nigga that you don't, for a situation you don't know shit about. You should just stay neutral, or you should just stay out of there, or you should just mind your business. Because none of you niggas know what the fuck that was really about. None of you. To even try to act like y'all gonna throw shade or act like y'all don't know what the fuck is going on. On not on in a spiritual level of what this is all about. Y'all don't know who I am. Tariq Nasheed doesn't. He knows. He knows classified information. Don't you, nigga? And so I don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate that shit. You know I'm the only person on this planet that has a Tut language course. You know, I'm the second person in the world to write Tut language books for Black Americans and teaching them. And then you get on the internet today and say, we shouldn't teach Tut language. And that's it, because we got to keep our things sacred and gatekeeping. A concept you got from me, gatekeeping, that you running into the ground, that you are not even qualified as a high school dropout to be teaching about ethnogenesis. You know good and hell well you ain't come up with that shit. You know good and hell well you got that from our people, from me. We were on Clubhouse and we were talking about this shit to Black Americans, talking about ethnocide, talking about ethnogenesis. And it's not about, like, honestly, we want that stuff signal boosted. That's why we went on there on the first place talking about that shit. But you just thought that you had an easy lick and an easy mark where, oh shit, we can sacrifice this bitch and just ride off her energy and take all her shit. No, 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 no. I ain't going out like that. I ain't going out like that. I'm telling you, the day that y'all are successful in tagging my ass, it's gonna be the reckoning. And I know who was involved in it. Even some of my own family members. Even some Black Americans that I thought loved me. That I loved. Black Americans that I was really, really in on this shit. Like, y'all niggas radicalized Black Americans, grassroots Black Americans, and y'all controlled opposition, and y'all radicalized us, and y'all ruined our fucking lives. We are on watch lists. Like, we are monitored heavy. We are on watch lists, gang stalked, targeted, harassed because of us talking about how we was going to really ride out for our people. How we were going to get these reparations no matter what. How we going to build our intentional communities no matter what. How we going to build parallel infrastructures no matter what. I have a book talking about we going to build rebuilding Black America enterprise architecture, how to build intentional communities from the ground up, our own alternative economies. I was talking about this shit. That shit got me almost murked and trusted melanism. Me too. Like, I push my mind, I push my consciousness for melanated people to figure out a way of how we gonna get in control over this system. Y'all set up there and radicalize people like me, and then we left holding the motherfucking bag. And so I said, okay, y'all, my community don't fuck with me. Y'all blacklist me. Y'all don't like me because I called out Tariq Nasheed or whatever. And this nigga do subliminal shit. That's a part of the gaslighting, covert military operations. That's the number one thing is you have to have plausible deniability. You have to make the other person look crazy. That's gaslighting 101. It's the best military strategy in the world if you want to discredit someone. Is you do subliminal shit, secret shit, covert shit, and then when they call you out publicly, they have plausible deniability. You look like, what the fuck, you just going off on somebody. And then he gets to look like he's just some, oh, here's some crazy bitch just. No, this nigga is stealing my shit. This nigga is doing subliminal ass shit. And so I started doing subliminal ass shit back. But nah, nigga, you ain't about to insinuate. I know y'all about to make y'all move. I can feel that y'all trying to make a move. It's summer solstice. That's the sacrifice season. Y'all niggas ain't coming for me. It'll get popping. It will really go off on this bitch. Yeah, I mean, didn't y'all just have 40 satellites just randomly turn off and randomly burn up on its re-entry back into Earth? Nigga, you know that day when you know what happened on July 16th, July 17th when you went live and your shit just kept snapping. I mean, we know. You know. You know. So the average Black American, they don't know. They want to, oh, Kylie just went crazy. Oh. You know. You know. You had that plausible deniability. Everything that's done in the dark come to light. Just like you supporting that nigga P. Diddy, you defending that nigga P. Diddy, and you look crazy, and people called you out on it. Even your own following is uncomfortable with that shit. But you threw Kanye West under the bus, and you ragged on Kanye West, and you dragged him for speaking out against fucking contracts in the industry, and you made it seem like he was fucking crazy, but then you want to defend P. Diddy? Oh yeah, P. Diddy is a federal informant? Yeah, so nigga, you coming for me, and y'all trying to make y'all movie, y'all trying to smooth line me up so where y'all have an excuse to the community, or we really ain't gotta support her if I end up dead. And I have known that my family has turned on me. People have turned on me. Friends have turned on me. Because I guess, this COINTELPRO shit where they send fake ass dossier to the person, or the person's under investigation. Oh, they did this. There is nothing on me. I am not under investigation for shit unless the government thinks, they make up something, they trump up something on me. But I haven't scammed no one. I ain't taken them from someone. I ain't lied to no one. I haven't done anything to no one. I have loved on my people. I have loved my country as quiet as it kept. As much as shit, I just want to be the president. I just know I wanted to help the Department of Education come up with new systems. These college universities, they don't have financial sustainability. Just like how you see Macy's and all that shit shutting down, you're going to see major universities shutting down. I have a model to deal with that. That I am creating through a DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations, and data-driven AI. And I know how to build that, and I know they can be implemented through every university throughout the United States. This government has cut me at the legs where they are so freaked out and threatened and scared of me. That I'm telling you, I've been going through this shit for a long time. You guys know I've been on that watch list for a long time. The people in the know, the boule, people that's that's high up, the elites, y'all guys know what I'm talking about. The average Black American, you don't fucking know. You probably think, oh, she just whatever. But I've been dealing with this shit for a long time. And I have done nothing but try to help people. But because I'm not going to be corruptible, because I'm not about to turn cold, because I'm not about to sell out, because I'm not about to, so I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that got to be killed because I speak out against shit that's unfair. Yeah, I speak out against the shit that's been going on against music artists and stuff. I care about people. I don't mean no harm to nobody. I'm not trying to throw a monkey wrench in nobody's play. But however, I do stand against injustice and I do stand against wickedness. I'm not going to just go along to get along. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to shit that I know is wrong, and I'm not going to turn a blind eye to shit that I know uh, should not be happening to Black Americans. It should not be happening in this country. Period. And so, if I'm the person that got to be knocked off of that, y'all, I'm not gonna just lay down. No, we gonna fight this off, even in the afterlife. I'm not riding off of my energy, siphoning off of my energy, thinking that like how y'all sacrifice motherfuckers and then ride off of the energy of ride off the energy of Nipsey Hussle and all that. Oh hell no. No no no. No no no. It's like I'm tearing this shit the fuck up. Because I didn't deserve nothing, none of the shit that happened to me over these years. The the illegal shit that has been happening to me, I didn't deserve it. This government came for me. These pro black controlled opposition niggas came for me. These Masons came for me. I didn't come for them. I was minding my business, thinking about Nakhti University, thinking about reparations and helping Black Americans. That's all I was doing, and writing books. And so illegal shit took place against my persons. Violations of universal law, God law, even a United States constitutional law has happened against me. And you guys feel like I know too much. You guys think I know too much. You guys, and it's scary. So, but then again, you also know that who I really am, who I am an octave of, and who I really am. This government knows it's classified. I can't even go out really telling Black Americans who I really am. They know, so they know they can't tag me without facing no. They know the backlash they will get. This government knows. Black Americans know. Tariq Nasheed knows. He knows what will happen to him if and so they trying to look for any type of reasons. Okay, what's the crime that she did? Oh, she taught tut language. That's my only motherfucking crime. That's not a crime. This is for Black Americans. It says tut language for Black Americans. That's not my fucking crime. That's not a crime. Because it's on the internet for free. I just wanted something for Black Americans for us to have a community. Like it's like live sessions and community engagement. Okay? Live sessions with for us for Black Americans to practice amongst each other, as well as like tut language poetry, tut language open mic, artistic expressions for us. That was for us. That was not for like that's really the only thing they have on me. So I guess that's why Tariq is insinuating that is the reason why Bruce Lee, like okay, again it's subliminal social engineering. So it's like he's going to tell his following and the Black American community who has convergence, who he knows that I have convergence with as well in terms of in the reparation space. Okay, we're not supposed to be teaching child language. That's why Bruce Lee got killed because he was just teaching martial arts. That's sacred. That's secret. Knowing that I'm the only person in the world that has a course on tongue language. That's some wicked ass shit. Y'all can't see the play. That's a subliminal dig at me. Y'all can't see it. We've been throwing digs at each other for months. And so y'all can play dumb. Sir Major, you could play dumb and act like, oh, she just went, oh my gosh. You turned on somebody. You don't even know what the fuck this is about. This is above your pay grade. You was on the internet crying and shit. And you turned on me for somebody you don't really know. You think you know, but you don't know. Or they your handler or whatever the fuck, or they got you by the balls or whatever. But yeah, y'all should just mind your business because a lot of y'all you will never know what the fuck this is really about. Shit, if I'm saying it's above my pay grade, I backed off because I'm like, oh shit. But I'm a truth teller, and I guess they figure, like it's just it's like they feel like I'm just a threat to this system because again, this shit, like when I say that what has been done is so egregious in the eyes of our ancestors and what they know that he's done. I wish nothing but the best for this nigga, and this nigga stay coming for me. This nigga stay doing subliminal covert shit, and then when I call it out, the nigga got plausible deniability and just gaslight your motherfucking ass and just say, "Oh, you just making some shit up." But I can prove that this nigga has copied videos with the titles and the content verbatim, which I already did verbatim, or throw covert uh, codes in the videos that's directed towards me, saying my father's name, saying that he's in New York. Everybody know I'm from Buffalo, New York. Say, like, literally saying my father's name, saying covert stuff of a conversation that I had in private with someone that y'all wouldn't know that. Y'all wouldn't know. Y'all wouldn't know these things. And y'all don't care. Because some of you do know that's a part of this elite or this part of secret society, and y'all do know, and y'all still don't fucking care. And so there's hell to pay for coming for a light worker, for coming for somebody that just really just wanted to help. I just wanted to help my community. But when I say I'll have some plans for America and stuff, and start coming up with policies for Black Americans and things for America, then that, you know, they want to hone in. It's the summer solstice. But when y'all satellites start when I'm telling you, it's not gonna go well. I'm not just gonna go out like that. I'm just not a nigga that you just could kill and just think it, you know. And I ain't gonna dare and sales me and Nipsey Hustle me and think that y'all just it is what it is and oh, that's it. Sandra Bland, my motherfucker. No, it's going down. I am not. I am not. Come on. I am not the one where y'all just gonna sit up there and say and make threats and say some crazy ass shit to on the coded Masonic ass level, very covert, and to think I can't catch it. Or if y'all are successful with it, y'all not gonna get away with it. I mean, you guys can laugh or whatever and be ha ha ha. We finally got her. But I'm talking about the consequences on your bloodlines, generationally, for about all times and space, in America itself, this soil itself. Y'all not about to accuse me of doing so of oh, you was teaching a Tut language. This shit is on the internet for fucking free. I just Googled this. This is not me. This is somebody that put the Tutneys, the history of the mysterious language game. Somebody is literally making a game. Pegasus, I don't know what the hell that is. But this shit is like, it's this is so ridiculous. Oh, we shouldn't be teaching it. But you know that I'm the only person that's teaching this. So why would you do that? Why would you undermine me like that? I don't make that. I mean, I don't make much. I mean, this is not my main source of income, obviously. I appreciate those who have supported it and have bought the book, though. It was on TikTok. So I guess somebody put it on TikTok, which I really thought was cool and amazing. You know, but you know, all I did was wanted to love you, Black Americans. Y'all turned on me for a nigga that ain't gonna really be able to build any infrastructure for you, because he's not allowed to. But then he doesn't know how to. You know, a nigga that I supported, I've donated to, that I've bought their shit, and all this nigga can do is undermine me, try to sacrifice, and try to and do subliminal covert operations and COINTELPRO shit. Just like, I mean, that's just how those niggas move. You can look at everybody in that conscious community. They fucked up in the head. All they do is they fucked up. Everybody is caught up in some type of scandal or a scam, harming our community. Brother polite and shit. You was rolling with that nigga, and I told you to not put that. We all your peoples told you. You never fucking listened. You never listened, and then like, man, you just a fucked up ass nigga, man. For that, you are, and I caught that subliminal dig. Oh, you should. That's why that Bruce Lee, he was deaf because by his own people. Because I wish you let my community, you let, even if it's Black American Masons or whatever, y'all motherfuckers, and I find out it's y'all behind that shit. Woo! You think you have 400 years of what you got now? It's about 400 years of white supremacy, and go against the primordial mother. You go against somebody that's an octave of resonance of something of the likes y'all have never seen, and you go and take that out. Whew! God help you. You think it's been 400 years under white supremacy? Your ass just wait and see. The day that I die, and it's y'all behind it, And it ain't like no government, or if it's Tariq, it's y'all Masons, y'all fucked up ass, and it's y'all behind it. Okay, God help you, because y'all motherfuckers, y'all. Oh man, you think it's been 400? I mean, this is not nothing to play with. This is some serious ass shit. This is we talking about. I can't even get into it. They can't even get into it. The people at the top know. This is something that's classified. This is something that uh, is way above the average Black American's pay grade. You think you know nothing. Any of you that's in a compartmentalized at the low levels, you know nothing. You have been lied to. Somebody has lied to you about me. I know that they are sending around investigation files saying I'm under investigation, the Department of Homeland Security. You guys have to monitor and gang stalk and harass me because you're doing it for the better of the country. You are not. I am for America. I have never done anything against America. They have nothing on me. There is no laundering. There is no, espionage. There's nothing. Nothing. I have not even traveled outside of the country. I have not even traveled. I have not even traveled outside of a Black American area. I don't do anything. Like, it's so sad. Like, I'm not the motherfucking scapegoat for you niggas. I'm not. I can't just lay down like that for niggas that I know never looked out for me in the way that I needed y'all to. Y'all niggas sold me out my own people. And people are quiet and know what's going on, and then. But I'm telling you, nigga, Tariq, you had this opportunity to just let it go. I don't even know how we can come back for this. There's nothing we can't come back from this. Like, everything that has been done. The subliminal digs have been hurtful on both sides. Things I have said have been hurtful. Things I know that I've said hurtful things as well. There's just like, damn, like the culmination of a 12 years just goes like that. Like, that's just what it is, and there's nothing that no one can do about it. After I said, I'm willing to just let this shit go and just let bygones be bygones. I don't expect anything. Don't expect anything from me, and we just keep it moving. But like the digs just kept going. The undermining, like, you better tell your people to stand down. Like, I don't know what this shit is about, but don't throw no dig at me like that about brute tut language and not being able to teach it, and then make some correlation to Bruce Lee being killed by his own people and sacrificed and killed by for teaching martial arts to the Western world, and then say that that was the speculation. I am the only person teaching a course on tut language. You guys do know that. And Tariq Nasheed knows who I am because he invited me to teach tut language at the Dallas conference, at that conference that you guys had. So, I mean, do you guys think that it's not far fetched that this nigga is talking about me? It's not far fetched. It's not far fetched. You grimy. You sitting up there like you grimy as fuck, and you again. You think it's all good now, but the great mother, what sees all. God sees all. God sees all. So nobody gets away with anything. Nobody ever gets away with anything. Nobody ever gets away with anything. I have done nothing. I ain't human trafficked nobody. I don't got no record. I'm not. I didn't take no deal from nobody. I'm not out here. You know what? I'm just not that nigga. I'm just a pure nigga. I'm just not. I don't have a record uh, of robberies and human traffickings and all and drug dealing. I don't have that. I don't justify it. I want our community on the up and up. I want the best for our community. I understand everybody got they walk in their journey. I don't judge nobody for that, right? I'm not out down here looking down on nobody, but I'm just saying, like, for this nigga to try to make it seem like the crime that I'm committing is teaching a tut language. Really, a language that is freely on the motherfucking internet. But you go on and defend fucking P Diddy. But you throw a nigga like me under the bus multiple times over and over again in a subliminal, covert manner. You a fucked up ass nigga. And you steal my content. You have stolen content. I'm not saying everything you have done and you have stolen. I'm not saying you don't have ideas of your own, but you have. You tried. You just did, when you got caught out, you had to stop. Y'all not right. No, you need a new fucking handler. Like I told your ass, you need a new fucking handler. You want to be my handler, nigga. I need to be your handler. That reparation space is cooked. Y'all niggas is cooked because y'all. It's a lot of infiltration. Y'all don't let. I'm just fucked up, man. It's a lot of infiltration. That shit is a fucking psyop. I'm here for you guys when y'all really want to get shit done. I'm ready to build. I'm still going to continue to build for Black Americans. I just have to do it on my own. If that just means there's one or two or three people that can understand, because I'm grassroots. I'm not ever going to get a mainstream mic. I'm not ever going to get. They're not ever going to let me in. I am blacklisted. Now I have very great content for this community. I've built a school for our community, things that we need. I teach our community about herbs, at frameworks for our community. You know, I have literally instructional design models for education and military that I know I can build out. My government has locked me out. They have illegally done a lot of things to me and have tried to assassinate me. Enterprise architecture guide to rebuilding Black America. These are things that I care about for our community. Okay, I have not done anything warranting the attempted assassination attempts and the Monarch MK Ultra, all types, all these bullshit, DEWs, all this shit that I have went through. These motherfuckers tried to literally fry my fucking brain. They have done so much, many things, and the community knew about it and was quiet because y'all were too scared, because you didn't want it to happen to you, or because you got family, as y'all say, I got kids, so y'all just let that shit happen to me. Y'all just let that shit happen to me. I'm still living, but I gotta keep ducking and dodging these motherfuckers with this spiritual warfare, whatever they, how they do. You know how Masons get down. If y'all gonna do what the fuck y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do it. But it's not. I have no idea who I am. You have no idea who I am. This nigga cut off my streams and cut off my sound and all this shit. Yeah, he do all types of shit, and y'all don't see it. Y'all don't be seeing shit. It's plausible deniability. All the person got to do is say, "Oh, that person is crazy." I'm sick of this shit. You gonna sit up there and throw a subliminal dig like that, knowing that I'm the only person that's running around here trying to teach Tut language to Black Americans with books and things for them, and you gonna sit up there and say we shouldn't be teaching Tut language. Let's just play this again because I just want y'all to hear this. I just don't want y'all to be thinking that I'm just reading into something. Let's listen to it one more time, and I'm gonna get the fuck up off of here. Okay, let's actually go. Talking about some cultural secrets and the fucking alphabet is on the internet. This bitch ass nigga sit up there and did that. How could you do that to a person that wished you nothing but the fucking best? Donated to your motherfucking ass. You have known about me since 2011. You don't think that they have a record of me calling into your Ustream fucking show? They got that record. The CIA has that. It is a fact since 2011. And you gonna pull some bullshit like that? But you've been pulling bullshit. You've been doing fucked up shit. Wait, I'm not even sharing the right damn screen. I'm so hot.
There is enough of them to shut up. So us speaking out against white supremacy, we're looked at as troublemakers. You understand? But we do have to hold on to a lot of our stuff. Look, other cultures don't play that game. When you're giving out some of their cultural secrets and some of the things that's supposed to be in their culture. See, that's why a lot of Asians, I want y'all to understand, for a minute, a lot of Asians didn't like Bruce Lee because Bruce Lee was teaching a form of martial arts that they said he wasn't really supposed to be teaching outsiders. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't like that. And some people, there have been rumors saying that might have been what contributed to his death. Those were rumors. Those have been rumors that's been around since the 70s. Some of you are older. Y'all have heard those rumors that he was teaching a form of martial arts that he wasn't supposed to be teaching. You understand? They kind of had a bug in the ass about that. No, don't teach people that. No, no, no. You don't do that. That's a kind of a sacred thing. You think? So us gatekeeping and holding certain things sacred, that actually puts more value on things. That's why I like our foundational Black American tut language. Instinctively, we are gatekeeping that because you're not supposed to teach that to people.
You're not supposed to teach that to people. How the fuck else is Black Americans supposed to learn it? Black Americans don't know the Tut language. The average Black American don't know the Tut language. Instinctively gatekeeping what? If it's right on the internet for free. If it's just the alphabet is right. All you need to know is the alphabet, and you know Tut. You guys do know that. And talking about some Bruce Lee and his death, and because they had a bug about against him, and then somebody come after he does this video on my video talking about why aren't you gatekeeping this language? That was a dig towards me. I mean, and my thing is that if that's the only thing y'all got, that's really sad. Y'all have literally nothing else in the bag but to just try to accuse me of teaching the fucking Celt language, which is freely available on the damn internet, which you invited me to teach at the Dallas event. And my Tut language course is only for Black Americans. And so you knew what you was doing. You mad because we know what you about to go do about this deal you about to make. That's what the fuck you know that some people just know. Like I know more than what the average person knows. I know on the occult level, I know some shit. And you know I know some shit. And you're upset about it. And so you want to throw these subliminal digs and look for ways. You and your little brotherhood try to set up a way to knock me out the motherfucking pain. And people they side with what's popular, what they feel is going to get them to the next level. And so they know what this shit that you be doing in this community. Now you got my community fucking distracted as fuck was about talking about some damn tethers and tethers and tethers. Yeah, they was doing some sharm shit. We called it out, we addressed it, and now it's time to build for Black Americans. We don't have time to be sitting here focused on the same shit from fucking 4 years ago. We already had that diaspora where we clapped at they asses in 2020 for years, 2021, 2022. It's 2024. 2028, we trying to get Black Americans in that fucking White House. 2032, we trying to get Black Americans in that fucking White House. A grassroots Black American that's not under oath, that's gonna help, that's gonna do an executive order to get this fucking cash payment to Black Americans. That's the type of shit I'm on. I'm on that shit. I can't sit up there and think about no Africans. I mean, I'm wishing them the best too over there in Africa. I'm wishing them the best. I want them in power and shit. But like I don't have all this malice in my heart. I'm thinking of how do we build for Black Americans? Like okay, you guys talking about we won't get in the system and that is in the system and white supremacy. You gotta take over. Or you gotta build your own shit. That's the only way out. You gotta build your own shit. This nigga has blacklisted me and done things where told people, okay, don't do this, don't support this, don't do. So that's the reason why I'm coming at him like that, because it's stuff that he does behind the scenes as far in terms of blacklisting and undermining. The way he has talked to me when I had called him out on stuff. Even if I was quote unquote crazy, why would you talk to someone like that? That did have quote unquote mental. So you knew what you was doing when you was disrespecting me and calling me trick and bitch, and you know what I'm talking about, the messages on Instagram. Why even if something was really wrong with that person, if that person was really under distress, or if I happen to be going through something, why the fuck would you even be talking to someone like that? That wasn't even calling you out your name, even if it was a misunderstanding. So you knew you was on some sherm shit. Why would that's not a normal reaction? That's not a normal reaction. Even the way you responded in them Instagram messages, that's really not a normal reaction to just haul off like that. That makes me like that was like a panic, or like I don't know. It just was weird. It was just fucking weird to me. Like even if somebody was going through, even if, like, and that's the thing with you Black Americans is like y'all know what the hell's going on. And like even if you guys really did think that okay something was wrong with me, why would you pick on that person? Why would you like our Buffalo Soldier be doing? Oh, why don't you tell us about what why would that be something to pick on someone about? Unless you were COINTELPRO ass nigga. Unless you some sort of agent. Like that shit is fucked up. Like even if you really did feel like, okay, she's really out, you would go and set someone up like that. You would go and then pick on them. No, because you guys know that's not true. You guys have to gaslight to cover. You have to cover your ass for what the shit y'all was trying to do. Like I said, if y'all gonna do what the fuck y'all gonna do, even if I'm sleepy, y'all do whatever the fuck. It's gonna go down though. On y'all generations, your bloodlines for all eternity. I'm not just a regular ass nigga. That's why y'all can't tag me. That's why there's protection on levels that I have that y'all will never ever ever understand. Y'all know I know too much. Y'all know I know who was involved and who was trying to kill me. Y'all know I know I was involved who was trying to take me out and it's setting me up and the covert operations, the illegal shit the government was doing. Y'all know I know all that shit. Y'all know I know exactly what's behind it. I haven't caught people. I haven't put people on blast like that. But I guess y'all scared. So y'all be figuring out a way how the fuck y'all gonna get at my ass. Y'all be thinking of how y'all gonna get at me, trying to set me up. I didn't run my mouth. I just mind my business. But like I said, if whoever is involved in it, it's a curse for all times, throughout all generations, throughout all times and space and dimensions and parallel universes, throughout all bloodlines who are involved in taking me out. This planet will never ever be the same after it. In terms of this planet will start splitting in half. The electromagnetic grid will change forever in terms of the amount of radiation that will hit this planet, vertical green radiation, the level of cancer that will go up. The government will fall. This whole system will fall. The whole organization that's behind killing me will fall. Everything will fall. I am not a regular nigga. I am not just a regular Joe Schmo. It is classified. You guys will never know. You guys wouldn't believe it if I told you. So it's no point. Tariq Nasheed knows. That's why his ass be quiet. Y'all asking me, you probably go, she crazy, she on drugs. That nigga know I ain't on no motherfucking drugs. Nigga, you know more about me than probably than I know about my damn self. July 16th. You nigga, you know. Look, I kept my mouth shut, but I'm tired of the fucking subliminal digs. And you're not about to throw nothing with death in it. And now I gotta call it out. Now, because now you're going too far. Talking about Bruce Lee and again, I know why people ain't gonna pick up on shit because they don't know me. But no, nigga, no, 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 no. If it go down, you better, because I'm telling you, they don't. Our ancestors don't even rock with this shit, like this fake ass shit they don't. That's why a lot of the energy is left, has gone. That's why this shit is falling apart. I'm not falling apart. Like I keep ascending for a reason. I don't need the backing of my community. Don't want to support me. That's fine. As long as I got God, as long as I got my integrity and authenticity, and I know that I'm growing and evolving. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I know good and hell well I don't mean no harm to my community. I know good and hell well I don't mean no harm to this country. And I know that I've been lied on. I know I've been smear campaign. I've been COINTELPRO. I know I've been dealing with shit behind the scenes. I know what happened. You guys are scared to death. I know that family members had tried to set me up. I know that they had turned cold on me. I know. I know it is what it is. There's no point in playing dumb. Plausible deniability, gaslight my ass, whatever. Do what y'all gotta do. But we all know at the end of the day, I'm just want to live my life. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I let it go. I'm not running to the police or anything. All I'm doing is minding my fucking business. But y'all better, like I'm telling you, there will be no repercussions behind that. I'm sorry, there will be no remedies behind it as far as taking me out and thinking that you're gonna get away with it. This ain't gonna be no regular sacrifice. Oh, we gonna harness the energy. Nah, this whole system will fall. This whole thing, it will just be done. Crushed. Anybody involved, crushed. Soul crushed. Family crushed. Everything. Y'all thought that Julia Brown was a bad bitch. And as far as what she pulled when she died. how y'all treated her like shit and was mean to her and harassed her and all her whole life, a Black American woman. That shit ain't going down with me. Y'all think the hurricanes, or you think what you did when Yeshua died? Some thunder. Oh yeah, he truly was the Son of God. Y'all fuck with me and take me out, and y'all really gonna see some shit. I mean, y'all seen just a little bit. Y'all seen just from terror. That's why every time they try to come for me, they can't make a move because crazy shit start happening. And then when you do it, I'm telling you, I'm not selling out. I'm not joining. I'm not taking no stupid ass oath. I'm not signing no stupid ass contract. I'm not. Whatever happens, happens. I've tasted what enlightenment feels like. I know what nirvana feels like. I know what God feels like. I know real shit. I know that this system is fake. I know that this is a matrix. Some I entertain it. I get distracted, whatever, sometimes. But I know that this shit is fake. I know that this shit is falling. I know that the system is falling. It just is what it is. I know that I want that my whole thing was to help people, help myself. Of course, you can't help people if you can't help yourself, and that's something I learned that I hadn't been tending to myself, worried about other motherfucking people, and not tending to myself and to my health and the things I need to focus on. And so I did take a break from all the reparation stuff. I was never going to leave Black Americans. I've just got to carve out a space that feels more authentic, and whoever hears me and whoever wants to rock with me and support me, and I support you, then that's how we do it. But I can't be in no fake ass psyop shit. I'm not being nothing, even with the government. I have things that can help, but I'm not signing no contracts. I'm not taking no oaths. I'm not being corrupted. I don't believe in corruption. Now, if that means we go our own separate ways forever, and I keep my head down and do what I got to do and do my work and build my school out and write my books, and I just mind my business. I'm doing a PhD program. I just do my PhD and just keep it moving. That's what the fuck I'll do. Do my little tarot readings and call it a fucking day. But I mean, I'm very gifted. It just is what it is. And so I would like to share my gifts. But I'm not gonna let nobody take my gifts. I'm not letting nobody siphon my energy. I never had no beef with that nigga Tariq Nasheed. I didn't. I wouldn't be donating to the fucking fundraisers and buying the DVD and supporting this nigga if I had beef with him. The nigga clearly didn't have beef. Even after I called it, I went on my little tirade. The nigga still invited me out to the Dallas. Even after I called him out in July, the nigga still responded to my emails. So the nigga ain't too. The nigga is not as mad as y'all think he is. But at the same time, we've been throwing subliminal digs, and I feel like you went too far. I feel like you went too far with that subliminal dig because now you fucking with my money. You've been fucking with my money, and now you fucking with talking about insinuating death with Bruce Lee, knowing that the motherfuckers just barged into my fucking room, a random ass motherfucker, just last week. And so I just don't take that. I just don't take that type of shit lightly. I don't. I'm sitting here dealing with fucking target harassment and shit, and fucking with my bank account. Doing all types of illegal ass shit that's been going on since 2022. Illegal ass shit that happened at Grady Hospital. Illegal ass shit. And I haven't even spoken out on, but you guys are scared. Illegal ass bullshit. Let me get the fuck up off of here. I'm so pissed. You went too far. I don't even. There's no way we can ever really even come back from this. It's just done. It's just done. Like, you're a fucked up ass nigga.